alarm signals in the gold market and in the silver market as the number one warning sign for lower gold prices triggers gold down sharply. In today's show, we're going to look at the charts. We're going to look at the number one factor that is pushing gold down right now that triggered. And I also going to show you a chart that will show you why this is the final stage of the gold sell-off. Let's get into it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. Welcome, my name is Daniel Wilhelmi. Loaded show today, so we're going to jump right into it. Quick housekeeping. Wednesday, our new show, Hot Dividend Winners, new episode. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. That's it for housekeeping. Let's jump right into it. Here's the gold spot chart. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. What can I tell you? We knew this was coming. Let's start with this. I've been telling you for weeks that I expected we would go lower. And I told you when this most recent rally happened and we doinked off this triple resistance zone of the new established downtrend, the uptrend that has been in place since December 2024, and this blue resistance zone, now it's resistance. Let me make this yellow real quick. So here we go, perfect. And we didn't even make it anywhere close to the 200. I said, ooh, this doesn't look good. If we break this zone here at 4,215, we're going to see a sell-off. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened. Now, we're going to watch closely what the gold price is going to do around these lows right here. So this is the line now that we need to pay attention to, because this was the most recent. Let's do it in this color. The most recent low on the close, and we started off here and then we ran up after a quick fake out to the bottom. So are we holding here on the close, or are we making a new low? I believe we're going to make a new low. We're going to talk about why that's going to happen in a second. As you can see, RSI has plenty of room to the downside to run before it gets into real oversold territory. It will also be interesting to see, are we making a higher low on the RSI when we go lower? That could be a good sign for us. But this does not look good for gold. And the reason is very clearly, because if you followed this channel, I've been talking about this literally for a month. It's the dollar. Here's the Dixie. I've been warning you for a month. I actually was early on it too, to be completely fair. But I think since May, ever since we jumped over the 200, we broke this downtrend here, and that's when I said, hey, something is up. And things are changing in the dollar. And as you can see, we are breaking out above this yellow resistance zone, and that's a big zone because it concludes now this consolidation in the dollar above the uptrend, above the 200, above the 50, all of which are turning up. That has been in place since April 2025. So for over a year, basically for 14 month consolidation is finishing up now. And I've been telling you for a while, that gets us to this price zone of 103 to around 104. This is where the dollar is going to go, and it's going to happen pretty fast because nobody's positioned for this dollar long. And we see this in these big candles right here, where now all of a sudden, look at this. We had this really nice reversal candle that turned out to be nothing. As soon as there was just a little strength in the dollar, people bounced on it and started buying it. So if today's green candle, this candle here holds, that we're developing in Asian and European trading, then we confirm the breakout above the resistance zone and the dollar is off to the races. Obviously, this here would be the first one, 101.75-ish. Maybe we get a retest, but the dollar is going higher. And when the dollar is going higher, that obviously is the reason what's pushing down gold, because as you know, if you follow this channel, we have a negative correlation of gold and the dollar. The dollar goes up, gold goes down, especially now that gold is in a downtrend. And we always need to remember trend following is a huge part of the commodity investing for the majority of the institutional investors who lack the knowledge of the commodity sector. So they just use simple trend following models. And if you look at this chart, emotionless, you know I'm a gold bull, but if I look at this without any emotion, the trend is down, right? 4K is coming in gold. So is this it? Is this the Armageddon? Is this the end of the gold bull market? Well, let me show you a chart that will basically tell you where we are in this correction/consolidation phase, because that's what it is. It's not the end of the bull market. And this is this chart. And it's a really good chart. This is the GLD. This is the biggest ETF for gold. And this is what the majority of the investors use that do not buy physical gold. This is also the number one option, because it's so liquid, of traders and therefore trend following traders and investors that they use if they want to invest in gold. And let me move my ugly face up here so you can really see the data on the bottom, because that's what's most important. So this shows you the black line obviously is the GLD price movement, but then the green and the red is the net flows in green or out red out of the ETF. So these are the ETF of the biggest, the money flows net, so inflows minus outflows, on the biggest gold ETF. And as you can see, if you look at the bottom right, we have reached the lowest levels in the past 10 years. In the past, if we reached even higher lows in the net outflows, this has marked at least temporary ends to the corrections, as you can see with the green arrows. Now, does that mean that this is the tippy top bottom right now? No, but it shows us everybody that want to get out of gold is out. There's us gold bugs left, and that's it. Maybe some smart money, but that's it. If you reach extreme levels for over a decade, that is usually a sign that the end of a move is near. This is the capitulation phase. This is the sentiment is down in the bottom. It's in the tank. We don't have the panic selling yet. That's the one that I'm waiting for. I told you about it. If we go back to the gold price real quick. These two right here. This is panic selling. This is panic selling. That is what we want to see. And ideally, the way it was here in March and here at the beginning of February, end of January. Meaning in one day, huge flush out. By the way, remember, both of these happened in Asian trading. So we're probably not going to catch them in European trading or in US trading. Doesn't matter if we're anywhere close to the bottom. that's good enough for government work, that will give us good entry prices. That is panic selling. What we're seeing right now is unpleasant, but as you can see, that's pretty orderly. That's pretty civilized. Where will the panic come from? Well, very clearly, if we break below 4,000, then we will see a lot of stops getting triggered, a lot of liquidation happening, and then we'll see a bigger flush in gold, and that will lead to the panic, especially if we break below 3,800 really quickly. So that's what I want to see. But I want you to see this graphic. I want you to keep this graphic in mind, see the net outflow, see how negative it is. And if you've been in the market for as long as I've been, which is close to 30 years now, then you know, usually when you get extreme positioning, that in outflows or inflows, that is usually a good time to anti-cyclically get in on the other side. So this is a really important chart. So we keep saying, so we do not fall into the emotional panic. That will happen. You will see the YouTube videos that tell you the gold bull run is over. We're going into a gold bear market. This chart fits it. It's the one chart that we need to look at and say, okay, now we know where we stand in this correction phase. We are in the final stage of it. That is it for today. We will see us tomorrow. Again, tomorrow, hot dividend winners. We're going to talk about high yield dividend stocks. I wish you a great day. It's going to be a good day. It's summer. Beautiful. Let's do something great. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.